Hey guys, what's going on? Pyre here. Today we're going to be playing Astroneer. I know a lot of people already posted footage of this, but I just kind of want to do my playthrough. I play a lot of the game now, so I know how to kind of build stuff and what I need to do to get resources and all that good stuff. I know kind of how to work my way through a planet and all that type of stuff. I can still get lost really easily because the planets are pretty big compared to your character, and it's not that easy to track yourself, but still wanted to go play through and see how it goes. So let's just go ahead and launch it. Starting fresh off, I didn't want to show my last playthrough because I've kind of have done everything already, and I thought it would be a lot interesting to kind of redo it now that I know what to do, basically. Oh god damn it. Whenever I started off, I got like a really nice place. Like my first playthrough, I had one stack like really close that was just a respawning compound, and then about on the other side of the where I landed, there's another spot where it just kept respawning resin, like one of those towers where it has the arrows where you can just get it really easily. So that was a big advantage when I started playing through. Maybe it's because it's the first gameplay, but I'm not sure. And now in the second one it'll get harder. The first thing I'm gonna do is gonna try to create a power source for my own self, even though it's night and this is gonna be useless, but it is what it is. Try to take as much compound as I need right now, or I can carry at least. And that's annoying. We got some power over here. Yep. I think if you're mining around your own base, that you should try to fucking hell. That you should try to, if you mine anything around your base, you should try to refill it, because whenever I was doing my first playthrough, I would get really annoyed because I'd be driving around in a rover or a truck that you can build on later, and I'd get them stuck in here because I wouldn't refill them. So I'd probably suggest that you try to refill the holes, or especially around your base. If you're far away, it doesn't kind of matter, but you just don't want to get stuck in there, have to dig yourself out, or dig your own dig your cars or whatever you stuck in there. I'll make some tethers now so I can start expanding out. We got lucky that we're really close to some compound. Now we can start expanding real fast with the tethers. Now I saw some resin somewhere, trying to see which way I had to point. Okay, it's over there. Which way I have to point my tethers at. Now the tethers can stretch pretty far, if you know, like that's too far, but yep. Well, if you did know, you can pick up your tethers back, so you don't have to kind of dedicate them to one area. You can actually kind of pick them back up again and keep them. Although if you kind of create too much, you're gonna have too many tethers and not enough space for resources. So we got our first kind of research module, or just random stuff that these kind of balls give you. Give us, what is that, copper and hydrazine. So it's a little bit too early to have hydrazine, but you'll take it. Hydrazine is what you use to power your spaceship or space shuttle, whatever you decide to build or whatever you find, because you have to find the modules for them, research the modules, and then you'll get them. And then you can get them and build them, to be more precise. So I have a bunch of resin compound, so we can start expanding the base, which I'm only gonna do so I can leave some stuff stuck on there for now. I mean, extend it. Which way do you want to extend? Well, it doesn't really matter. We're on flat ground. which is beneficial because when I started, I was kind of like in a hilly area, which kind of made it hard. I had to basically terraform all my base on the first playthrough I made, but this should be easier. Oh fuck it. So probably I could probably make something already, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because I probably want to. What would I want to do first? The printer, research, smelter, vehicle bay. Kind of want to do the vehicle bay first, just because I think it'd be easiest. Even though, even though I think the printer and the research module is just as important. But regardless, I couldn't build either one of them because I don't have the materials for them. Although I might have it for the research. Yeah, the research is the easiest thing to build, just because you just need about 3 resin and 2 compound. 1 resin to build it out, 2 to build the base, and then 2 compound to build the actual thing. Vehicle base is a little bit harder depending on where you spawn, because you might spawn where there's aluminum nearby, or there's research modules where you can get a little more aluminum. But I think we did not spawn in a good place for aluminum, so probably gonna try to focus on building the research module and then hopefully find some aluminum later on. Now I'm just walking around trying to see in which direction we can get more stuff. I see some compound over there, and I see another kind of the balls of fate. See what we get over there. I should probably make more tethers so we can keep going this way, because my tethers stopped. Oh, I still had some. Yeah, I still had some. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Now, if you didn't know, the tethers can go. Tethers are actually kind of really flexible because they can go. They don't have to be even surface, so they can be in a really, really weird spot. They can even be like sideways. I've done them before where I've left them all sideways and they'll stay there. So that's really useful. Oh, there's a cave. There's a cave. There might be some aluminum ore in there, which is called laterite, but I don't think so. Even if we found it, we'd still need to build a smelter, which is not going to be kind of easy to build, or it's not kind of like a priority for me now, just because where you spawn, you're not going to really find ores. If we did find like a big ore reserve, then I'd probably oh shit, no, it's not good. No, we're dead, boys. Yeah, we're dead. This storm is probably gonna kill me. I'm so far away from the. Ooh, can I make it? Nope. So what I did is I built a shelter, mini shelter. If you ever get stuck in a storm like that, just dig yourself a hole. Dig yourself a hole and kind of build around it. That way you survive. Right now we don't have a good camera angle, but they do seem to be avoiding us, but some of them are falling. But you just kind of want to avoid the direct impacts, because that will kill you. Oh, enough hits. It's not a one hit kill, but it will kind of save you, and it appears that it did save us. I know one time it didn't save me because for some reason one box came straight into the hole and killed me. But if you do want to, if you ever get stuck out there like that, that is one way you can save yourself. Even though I don't think it's okay. It is over. That is one way to save yourself. Dig yourself a hole, kind of try to build that little area above it so the boxes don't fall in. But yeah, if you ever get stuck on that, I don't know why these are so close. I don't know what that was doing. Yeah, if you ever get stuck on one, that's what you should try to do. Oh, we're not that far from the printer. That's actually pretty useful. That other kind of space balls over here might have aluminum. I gotta see. I think it's a little bit too far to me to make the jog, so I'm gonna make tethers this way just so I can expand. And one kind of suggestion I would make is you're usually gonna spawn in an area where there's a bunch of compound, at least one resource that is very useful, like resin compound. Just because I think the game wouldn't be as fair if you didn't spawn near one of those. But just make tethers. Just make tethers and have them on you so you can keep expanding and surviving. What I usually do, when I did the first playthrough, I had like really long tether lines in kind of all directions, like north, south, east, west. That way, if before I had built my shuttle, I mean not shuttle, rover and or truck, that way you can keep going in a direction, and then I'd leave those tethers and then build some more. So right now, goddamn, I should have left the hydrazine. I'm gonna take as much resin as I can, even though I can only take one because I need to see what's in these space balls. So, goddamn, hydrazine again. I'm gonna drop one compound, take the copper, which will allow me to build the printer, which is not my first priority to build. My first priority to build is probably the research module. Module, whatever you want to call it, and the vehicle bay, the vehicle constructor. Just because the vehicle constructor is going to let you expand in any direction you need to, and build your vehicles the fastest. Now you're probably going to start off with the rover once we build it, and then the truck, just because you can see we're not really in a place where we're going to get a vast amount of aluminum, just because there's a cave system nearby, and even the one that is close is kind of empty. And it's a little bit too early to start expanding into a cave system. So what we did spawn next to is a bunch of resin, so that's going to let us expand the base really fast, and a bunch of compound, which is always useful, and it's more than likely what the game is going to let you spawn near to. So we're going to build the printer first, because it'll let me build storage, and it'll let me build what's it called? It'll let me build a generator, let me build a solar panel, the big solar panel, not the small tiny little solar panel we got here, but a big solar panel. And that way we can start kind of amassing resources for where we start really expanding and exploring this planet and other planets for that matter. So what I want to do now is I want to build another solar, so I can start having just kind of continuous power. Why won't this let me put it? Start charging this, even though there is no sun, but kind of want to leave the hydrazine there, holding spot. Like I said, it's a little bit too early to be holding hydrazine, but it's whatever. The next one I'll probably expand this way, and then hopefully it could be the vehicle bay, but like I said, there's not really any freaking aluminum around here. We're gonna have to build the vehicle, or we're gonna have to get lucky and really go out and trying to find some freaking aluminum, because I don't think we're gonna find any closer here, which is gonna make building the vehicle bay hard, really hard. Because like when you're kind of this early, the only way to get aluminum is you find it, or you find it in the research modules or the ships that you kind of just discover. I opened that one already, right? No, there's another one. Holy shit, there's two right here. No, okay, no, I'm stupid. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard to find aluminum in this area, but it kind of always is. Well, there's another cave over there. Never mind. Wait, that's, holy crap, there's laterite. Yeah, we're good boys. We're good. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to base, drop all this off, even though I don't have that much storage. There's ladder over there, so that means there is a way to build aluminum, get aluminum, and build a rover or a truck. Actually, depending on how much aluminum that is over there, we can build a truck, because I think the truck is so much better than the rover, in my opinion. So we still don't have power for this. I don't know why. Hold on. Sometimes these are finicky and you have to put them on a flat, even surface, because this game is actually kind of accurate. So if it's in the shade, it won't pick it up, even though it's the sun, even though the sun is up, because the sun is on that direction. But if you put it here, it will actually pick it up. Now I'm gonna put the hydrazines on this little area. Fuck. Right here. Okay, so I would want to build the storage, just because anything that takes compound really isn't like a hit, just because it's not gonna kill you, and there's always a lot of compound around you. Compound and resin are probably the most I guess easiest materials to be found. Also, if you put one of those storage modules in one of the sides of these, it turns into like a flat 8, which is really useful. It's a lot easier than just kind of wasting one resin to build a storage spot. I'm gonna leave the energy there so it can keep feeding it. I'll keep the resin, I'll keep this energy for now. I'll leave the hydrazine there. Like I said, the hydrazine is not important now. It's useful later on when we build the shuttle, but only the shuttle and the spaceship take the hydrazine, so I'm gonna have to leave it there. It's gonna be taking some valuable spots, but since we have the printer now and we have a bunch of compound around us, it does make it easier. It does make it easier to build storage and kind of mass up resources. And that's kind of what I would recommend when you start playing it, that you try to get a lot of resources and then try to build and then expand in more resources, and then you can kind of start thinking about building the spaceship and building and expanding outwards to other planets, because there's an entire solar system in this game that you can explore. In my previous playthrough, I think I went to most of them, but there's a couple glitches that wouldn't let me kind of build on them for some reason once I would land. So I think on one I had one vehicle bay and that's all I could build, and then another one I only had a printer, so it's hard. And then you have to kind of calculate, okay, how much can I go this way, or how far can I go before I run out of hydrazine? Because once you get stuck on a planet, you're stuck on the planet. There's no way to get back to your home base unless you die. So there's that. Well, we got a first research module, which is nice. I'm probably gonna take that back. In the beginning, it's really annoying when you find these, especially kind of far, because you have to levitate them like this, walk around with them, kind of carry them around. It's really annoying. It's really slow, but it is the price to pay. So right now, I'm just gonna mine as much of this as I can. I have plenty of space for it. Plenty of space for it. Energy for it, yes. You got to be careful with these plants, because if you kind of deroot them, they will kind of expand. There should be more laterite, yes. So if you're mining and you kind of see the surface level ore kind of disappear, you should trying to keep going down, because there's always might be more. We got 3. Okay, I'm going to go back. Go back to my tether that's here real quick and get some more oxygen. Where is it? Right here. Get some more oxygen. But usually you're gonna find your ores, your valuable ores, and another type of valuable metals. You're gonna find them in the cave systems. Well, at least on the big planets. You're not really gonna find them on the surface. The only thing you're gonna find on the surface is the hydrazine. So that over there is hydrazine, which is the fuel for the space shuttle, which makes it easier for you to find. for you to find and fuel your space shuttle. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that there is another research module at the base of this. There's not. Crap. Okay. Yep. Those energy kind of pockets really fuel you, kind of put you up really fast. I think I picked up all the laterite here. Don't think there's any more in here, so I'm gonna go back to base and call it. So now, if you see the tethers have the oxygen, have a blue line and a yellow line. The yellow line disappeared now. That means that the tethers also give you energy. So let's say if you're in during the day, you're kind of far away from your base, and you have some sort of energy creation device or solar panel, windmill, wind turbine, whatever you want to call it. The energy will get passed through the tethers into you, so you can kind of mine infinitely there until you run out of your power source. So we got 4 laterite, which, I mean, it's good because we have aluminum now. It's bad because I have to build a smelter now to kind of use it, and kind of disappointing because I only got 4 laterites, which I need 2 to build the vehicle bay, and to build a truck I need 4, so I'll be missing 2. Hopefully I will explore that cave more later. I'm gonna call this episode now just because it'd be too big and the file size would be too big. Like, dislike, subscribe, and all that type of stuff for this episode. I will make the second episode right after this. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys thought about this. The commentary, the live commentary. I usually script the other videos. I didn't script this one because it's kind of weird to script a live commentary. But let me know what you guys thought about it, and take care.